Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Let's Talk Security. Hope you are doing great wherever you are. Today's topic is Quicker Jobs phishing scam. Let's get started. So this topic is all about how my friend lost 40,000 rupees and managed to get back 20,000 rupees. On fine evening, I got a call from my friend Alice. She informed me someone scammed her and she lost 40,000 rupees. I asked her the details. Person named Gaurav called my friend Alice and informed her that he found her profile in Quicker Jobs website and job is ready and she just needs to visit the website and pay rupees 29. And followed by that, she also received a text stating referred by Gaurav Jaiswal with a website link. She fell prey for it and opened the website and she filled in the registration details and her card details and clicked pay 29 rupees. The moment she clicks pay 29 rupees, she is presented with the screen where she needs to enter OTP. After she enters OTP, she also receives a message 2,929 rupees has been debited from her account. She got panicked and went to her brother and informed about the situation. Brother Bob called the scammer to inquire what's happening. Scammer told to Bob that it's our mistake and there is a refund option in the website. You can claim the refund through the option. Now my friend's brother Bob fell prey to this and he entered the details in refund option and entered the OTP. Enters the OTP, 20,029 rupees has been debited from Alice's account. Now Bob got panicked and the screen also showed it's a OTP error and he once again clicked to go back and once again re-entered the new OTP which he received and he lost 20,029 rupees again. Once again Bob tried reaching the scammer switched off the mobile. So now Alice lost 42,987 rupees. So what I did, I asked Alice to block the code and suggested her to file a complaint in local police station. Suddenly my curious mind started thinking all the transactions have happened only after she entered OTP, which means all the transactions must have been within India. So I immediately asked Alice to send her bank statement, screenshot of the message she received and the number she got called from. So I cross-verified everything, then I realized the scammers are trying to recharge their own mobile wallet. Now I searched in Google name of the mobile wallet company space credit card fraud. Luckily, I found a web page link where I can report credit card frauds to the wallet company. But Alice got scammed by giving her debit card details. Still, I wanted to take a chance, so I filled in all necessary evidences in the form and submitted it. I was not convinced, so I reached out to some information security WhatsApp groups to understand if anyone knows employee who works for that mobile wallet organization. I was lucky enough my best friend Kakashi pinged me asking what help I needed. I explained him whole situation. Then he got in touch with the employee of that organization and forwarded my evidence to the employee. Let's leave this here. The story continues. I had unsettled feeling within me. I thought if I collected enough information about the scam and share it across, it might help people as well police, if police are dealing with this case. So this is the information which I put together. Though my friend got scammed by quickerselection.com website, I did some information gathering and I figured out there are 5 more domains like that, and among that 4 domains are down and 1 is live. Not just that, I compiled a list of all the mobile numbers that are available related to this scam out there in Google. And these scams mostly debit 2029, 9029 and 20,029. These are the amount they debit. And these are some of the names that are used by these scammers until now. And these are some of the fake addresses that they give in their websites. And to identify this scam, these are some tips. Pay 29 rupees and get a job, or if you are receiving referred by text, if someone asks you to visit their website, and if their website asks you to fill the card details, enter your personal information, OTP, or if that website throws OTP error in their website. These are some of the identification factors through which you can identify this kind of scams. Some evidences and tips that might help police in investigation. All the websites listed in previous slide runs on WordPress. MK Kumar has been used as username for multiple websites. I figured out this info before the sites went down. One mail ID I found through Whois records is being used in Xiaomi Redmi Go phone. The wallet company sent a mail with the transaction details such as date and time, mobile number, and IP address that were captured for this transaction. IP address seems to be legit. I cross-verified with another image posted by someone in the consumer complaint forum, and IP address points to Delhi, India. You can fetch the registered email ID and mobile numbers through Whois records. Also, it's good if you can check the names in Truecaller for all the mobile numbers which I have listed, and also for the mobile numbers which you will find in Whois records. Let's check that website. So this is quickerplacementservices.com, and it looks like so legit with the Quicker logo and description like job counseling, expertise, support, with a registration button, once again with a Quicker image, and about us, contact, officially operated by Quicker. And about us is a copy paste of a real Quicker website where they mention about the history of the company and some fake testimonials. In the contact us page, they would have given some fake addresses which I mentioned in the previous slide. What happened with my friend's case was, she believed that this is a true website and she entered all the information through the registration form and through her real details. For example, here I am going to enter some fake data and just showcase to you people. See, I am just entering all some fake data, but my friend entered the real data. After this, my friend clicked credit card, debit card, and she entered her original card details here. As you can see, I am entering once again fake details. And once you click pay 29 rupees, you will be redirected to another page where it asks for OTP. But if you see clearly, it is just the same website which is asking you for the OTP. Normally when you do online shopping, it will redirect you to a real banking website or real merchant website for you to enter the OTP. But here, since the attacker's motivation is just to collect the details, they have put a fake OTP page where they are asking you to enter the OTP received. Not just that, whatever OTP you enter, you will be redirected to another page where it states OTP error. It's just that scammers trying to manipulate you to re-enter OTP again and again. Now, these scammers went one more extra step and they have created a page called refund page, where it is also another fake page where once again you will enter some details, and once you click submit it will ask for OTP. So these scammers, they will kind of try to convince you through the call that, sir, it is our mistake that we charged this much. For the refund option, you can click the refund option and enter OTP again. So what are they trying to achieve here is, the moment you enter your card details, they might have already selected recharge wallet with debit credit card option and filled in all your card details. Now, once scammers click pay, you will receive an OTP. Without OTP, these scammers can't succeed. So, they have put a fake OTP page to retrieve your OTP and use it when it is being asked for. And what's the point behind refund option? It's just another way to manipulate people and get OTP via them. Since the site was directly hosted on WordPress server, I filed a report against this website. I would urge everyone to do the same so that this website gets removed. So how did the story end? The mobile wallet company acted swiftly and they were able to verify all the evidences and reverse back one transaction, since scammers had the money in the wallet itself. An amount of rupees 20,029 was reversed back, while the remaining amount were already used by the scammers. So yes, though Alice lost 22k, still she managed to get back 20k back to her account. Thanks for the mobile wallet company and thanks to my friend for helping me solve this problem. Now let's dissect this scam a bit. Why Alice money got debited? She mistook this fake phishing website to be real one and entered her card details in this website. Basically, these kind of websites are designed only for collecting information from victims by making them believe it's a real website. Not only she entered card details, she also submitted her OTP in the fake website HTML form. What scammers did? First, when they received the card details of Alice, they might have immediately opted recharge the wallet with debit credit card option and filled their card details. Second, they used the OTP which Alice sent through fake website HTML form and recharged the wallet for rupees 29.29. Then they manipulated Bob with the refund option and got 2 more OTPs from him through fake website form and recharged the wallet with 20,029 rupees twice. So how to protect yourself? Do not click on the links from sources you don't know. Do not download any form of attachment if the mail is from unknown source. Do not fill your card details or any other personal details in the sites that you don't know. Do not believe in calls that demands you to visit some website or pay some money. Do not share your OTP if asked by any website or a person over call. Do not install application from unknown sources. Do not blindly believe in WhatsApp forward messages. And do not panic if you happen to face any of this kind of situations. In case you fall prey for these kind of scams, things that you can do. Raise a fraud ticket immediately. Reach out to support customer care. Reach out to the particular bank or wallet company in Twitter. File a complaint in cybercrime portal. File a local police complaint. If you have come across any job scam incidents like this, do share them in the comments below, or you can also send them to my mail ID so that we can introspect more on that and raise more awareness to people. Also, if you have any doubts or questions on the topic discussed today, please leave them in the comments below. I will try to address as many as possible. This is all over news now. Indian job seekers' personal data have been leaked on dark web, which means more juicy information to scammers. Scammer community can even get hold of this data and conduct job scam on huge scale. So stay safe and secure. Do share this video with all your loved ones and keep spreading the awareness, and do subscribe. In case any state police or any government organization dealing with this type of scam cases needs help in cyber aspect, do reach out to me. Thanks for watching.